Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope your morning, your afternoon, your evening is off to a good start, a good middle, or even a good ending. Let's go ahead and listen to the Dixie Dregs, or just Dixie Dregs. There's no the there. We're going to listen to the first track off their 1981 album, Unsung Heroes, which is going to be the track Cruise Control. I actually totally forgot to pull up if there are any lyrics on this one, but this was recommended by a few of you here. Genius ATQW, KKOZ, I see that you mentioned this as well. Sean Dworkin, I didn't want to say Dorkin because you're not a dork, it's Dworkin. Scott Stevens, and then Lightmain, I see you chiming in as well. And James Howe. So we've listened to a track from the Dixie Dregs before, but it's been quite a long time. Now, I don't know if this is instrumental or not, but let me just pull this up just in case it's not, so I have the lyrics ready. But otherwise, we'll go ahead and get ready to pop on in. Sorry for not maintaining eye contact with you. I can type without looking, but I don't feel entirely confident in doing that. Okay, so there are no lyrics here, so that's even better. So we'll just go ahead and let it rip, and then I'll pull up the Wikipedia page so we can, or I can see it, and see the personnel so I can know who I'm talking about as we give it a listen. Let's go ahead and get it started. Here we go. Boom. Nice. This is definitely a driving song. For sure. I love that guitar. And that organ's ripping it up. Violin coming, cutting through. Drum break. You'd love to hear it. That's a good beat right there. Nice. That tight little section. Right back down. Well, that was an exercise, huh? Okay, so this was like the perfect introductory jam for the album, but to be honest, this would be a great live song because the crew is really just jamming out on this one. They're all, yeah, the drums and the bass provide that foundation. And that nice little underbelly of a bass line, just nice and deep. Feel good, right? But then it's all those other things on top of it. The chops from the organ, providing that main melody, bam, 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 right? And then eventually we get a solo. Eventually, really, everyone solos. The guitar. So it's like during the verse, during the road trip of this track, all the instruments like kind of throw a little fill, a little something in there. Whether it's like that main melody, like I said, from the organ, dun, 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 or the whatever it may be. Then each of them kind of gets a spot in the album, or not the album, but in the track here, which I think that's really fun, especially for like a live jam band, because they can all kind of really play off of each other. I wouldn't doubt it if, I mean, I don't know the band's history. I don't know what album is this for them. Is this fifth studio album? Okay, so they have experience, but all right, they're very experienced by this point. But this just sounds like them recording themselves like at a live show and just kind of putting it down to track, putting it in the studio cut for us to listen to. I think that comes across really nicely here. This would be the type of track to attract audiences to a live show because you would want to see them trade off of each other, play off of one another, and how they kind of change the jams and their solos every night because you know that they're changing it a little bit. I would imagine so. I really enjoy the violin inclusion in here. I really like that organ solo as well. Guitar solo, I like how during that part the bass drops out. So you're really just having the guitar and the drums besides a few hits here and there. But I thought that was a kind of interesting choice because bass is used to fill up the music, to fill in that spot. And then at the end, after that guitar solo, the bass does return, of course, with everyone else, to fill everything else in. This, besides the name of the track, Cruise Control, it really did make me think of like driving down the road and it's an empty, barren highway. You're on a road trip, but there's a few sights on the way. And those sights, those little oddities, those attractions are the solos and the different musicians playing in here. This was a really fun track to listen to, and I would imagine the rest of the album probably travels similar roads as well. There's no lyrics to go over on this one, so that's the video. Let me know what you guys thought of it. You can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel and what I do on Patreon. But otherwise, thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye.